Hi, this is Eric Broom, Module 11, Gifts to Students or Staff, EDLA 54, Building Finance. All right, so when are these types of gifts given? So as stated in the text, it talks about fundraising events, and at those, you have top sellers, benchmarks. I know for me personally, in high school, we did a fundraiser for baseball, and the highest seller of the cards, they got like a shirt of some kind, like a long sleeve polo shirt. Or a pair of shoes. So things like that. Special achievements, state championships, top athletes, scholarship recipients, and such. All those, obviously, usually you get gifts of some kind. And then special occasions, so birthdays, new babies, funerals, moving away, those types of things are also big times when gifts happen. All right, so let's look at gifts to students. So fundraising incentive gifts, only given to those participating in the event, similar to what I just mentioned that happened at my high school. Those gifts are to be purchased by funds raised, and those gifts should be unrelated to the event, or gifts unrelated to the event must not favor one group of students. So you can't have favorites or things that are better for one group more than the other. It has to be a gift that is good for everybody. Special achievement gifts, like we just talked about, nominal in value and age appropriate. These can be purchased from funds raised, donations, or from athletic funds. These are usually at my school done through the athletic fund. Um, Gifts to individual staff members, special occasion gifts. So just make sure we set a price that is appropriate. Normally, this is paid out of the Remembrance Fund. The Remembrance Fund comes from annual dues and donations and is managed by a committee. Okay. Fundraising incentive gifts. If participating in the event, a staff member may receive a gift. So that same example from my high school, the baseball, each coach had a group of students they worked with, and if that team was the highest number team, that coach would also receive some kind of gift. That whole team would receive something. So that's kind of an example of that, and just setting a price limit, no more than 5% of the overall profit. All staff gifts, again, making sure the price is appropriate. We don't want to break the school's bank, giving the staff some large gift at the beginning of the year, end of the year, something like that. Paid for out of the staff generated funds. So they make those funds out of parking spot raffles, bake sales, vending machines, picture sales, anything like that. There's all kinds of things that staff do. And if using a general fund to keep the gift amount reasonably smaller, because if it comes out of the general fund, then you might get more stakeholders involved or around that type of thing. And don't give cash or cash equivalents. Make sure they are specific gifts of some kind. Special occasion gifts, for the example there, coping with an illness, loss of a family member, birthday, newborn, marriage. There's always things happening. I live in a really small community, so anything like that, there's always teachers getting together and coming up with some kind of gift to give. Make sure we're just discussing it with the accounting office and discuss with the PTO for ideas. That usually goes pretty smoothly and easily. And there's for my school anyway, there's a very specific process for all of that. The community is really supportive with these types of situations. So there's usually not any kind of problem for what the funding comes from or where it's coming from. So that's not an issue. And the references and my standards will be posted. And that is what I got for this module. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks.